When we look at how the industry evolves towards cloudification, towards virtualization and containers, this is really there to support the 5G evolution. If we look at the 5G workloads, they really need to take into account the possibility to be virtualized, but even more containerized and cloud native. The flexibility in the use cases that is carried through and that the 5G is promising is built on top of a virtualized, containerized infrastructure, and it's built on top of managed an orchestration layer that will really carry through and place the workloads in the right place. So 5G is definitely built on top of the right cloud infrastructure, the cloud native applications and the orchestration. When we start looking at evolution towards cloud, we cannot just talk about the cloud infrastructure. That's one part of it. We also see how our network functions will evolve from native to virtualized to cloud native, and that is the next part. And then, of course, we also need to look at how we're going to orchestrate, how we're going to manage all of these workloads and the infrastructure together. So we're moving into a virtualized central cloud infrastructure. But from an Ericsson perspective, we're looking at our NFV evolution to move also from the central cloud to the edge cloud. And we have both from a hardware and software perspective a story there. We also see how the operator need to think about how to move from VMs to containers. So today the workloads are being carried in virtual machines, but we of course also need to look into the next step where we see our applications becoming cloud native. So for example, the dual mode cloud core that we release and launch this year is cloud native from the beginning. So it needs to have the container orchestration support in the system, both centrally as well as on the edge. And then, of course, when we look at our network functions, they are moving from native to virtualized into VMs. And then, as I said, our cloud core evolution is all the way into cloud native. And we will really see benefits from a time to market, from an efficiency, from a speed and capacity perspective when we move into cloud native. And then finally, I think we need to also keep in mind that you need to manage and orchestrate the cloud infrastructure as well as the network functions, and therefore you need your end-to-end orchestration, both from a VM layer as well as our NFVO, the network function virtualization orchestrator, as well as the service orchestrator that's keeping the workloads together and placing them in the right place, whether it's centrally for cost efficiency and centralization, or whether it's towards the edge for lower latency or higher capacity or certain use cases.